Hey, folks, welcome to the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network podcast. I'm your host, Louis Carlin. We're right here on the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network. Thank you for joining me today, and thank you for everyone that has subscribed to the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network YouTube channel. We're 19 subscribers away from 400, so fingers crossed that we hit 400 soon. So thank you very much for everyone that has subscribed to our YouTube channel. And I want to give a little special shout out to someone today. He's a good friend of mine. Straight Talk Wrestling, George Mackay, Straight Talk Wrestling, celebrating his 200th episode of Straight Talk Wrestling, a great milestone. Congratulations, Straight Talk Wrestling. Congratulations, George. Check him out on YouTube, Straight Talk Wrestling, just as it sounds, Straight Talk Wrestling. Head on over there, subscribe to them as well, because George Mackay is just an incredible interviewer, has a lot of amazing guests. And once again, congratulations, George, on hitting episode number 200. And I'm sure I'll be doing this again when you hit 400, 500, even 1,000. But congratulations, buddy, for hitting 200. Again, check him out on YouTube, Straight Talk Wrestling. Okay, let's get into it. Britt Baker. Britt Baker wants to face Deonna Purrazzo in a champion versus champion match. Britt Baker, the new AEW Women's Champion. Deonna Purrazzo, reigning supreme in Impact Wrestling. The Forbidden Door has been kicked open, and Britt Baker wants to face Deonna Purrazzo in a champion versus champion match. And I'm thinking, let's do it. Tony Khan, Scott Dameron, just let's do it. Let's get this done. This would be an incredible match. Is ringside news reporting here says the landscape of pro wrestling underwent a change after AEW and Impact Wrestling started their working relationship. New Japan Pro Wrestling would soon join AEW as well, and the relationship between the companies is certainly great. The partnership between AEW and Impact has truly opened the door for a variety of dream matches. Britt Baker won the AEW Women's Championship at Double or Nothing last Sunday. Since then, the fans have been eagerly waiting to see who her next opponent will be. Now it seems Baker has shown an interest in facing off a very interesting wrestler. Of course, Deonna Purrazzo, the Impact Wrestling Knockout Champion, a very, very, very good friend. They're actually, I think they're best friends in real life. And somebody had actually created a graphic after Britt Baker won the AEW. I'm going back to, I'm having a 1982 flashback. Sorry, the AEW Women's Championship. Someone created a graphic where put Britt Baker and Deonna Purrazzo right next to each other. It's on Twitter, both holding their titles. And Britt Baker, she posted that picture. And somebody said, "Oh, please, God, give us this and make oh God, somebody please give us this." And I agree. 100%. What would be keeping Scott Dameron and Tony Khan from just saying, let's do the match? I mean, what would be keeping them from doing it, from making the match? I mean, this would be such an incredible match. Deonna Purrazzo, Impact Wrestling Knockout Champion, Britt Baker, the AEW Women's Champion. Let's get them together. Let's have a match between the two. I mean, the Forbidden Door has been kicked open, and let's get the women involved now. I mean, we got Kenny Omega, we had Private Party coming over, Matt Hardy came over. We've seen Good Brothers in AEW. Let's get the women involved now. Let's have a title versus title match. The titles don't have to change hands, even if it's like a draw. I don't care. This would be such a phenomenal match. And Deonna Purrazzo also, she posted on her page as well, indicating that posted this picture as well with the caption "Besties." So they both want the match, and I think the fans want the match as well. I, for one, definitely want the match. So I don't know what the holdup would be. Yes, okay, let Britt Baker defend her title a couple of times on AEW against AEW opponents. Let her get a number of victories. I don't see anybody beating Deonna Purrazzo in Impact Wrestling. I see her holding that title for quite some time. Let them get a couple more wins under their belt, and let's just do it. Let's get this match going. Tony Khan, Scott Dameron, come on. Let's do it, man. Everybody wants to see this match. I want to see this match. Straight Talk Wrestling, George Mackay, who I mentioned earlier, he wants to see this match. BQ, Impact Lounge, he wants to see this match. Lots of people want to see this match. So let's just get it done. Let's get it done, I say. I say 100%. I say 3-4 months down the road, let's start a program between Purrazzo and Britt Baker, and let's have Purrazzo show up on AEW Dynamite, Baker show up on Impact Wrestling TV, and let's get this feud going. Let's get it going. Let's get this match. Let's book this match and let's do it. Put my fist down on it. Let's get it done. Come on, man. Let's get it done. But I would love to see it. Hopefully we get this done. Britt Baker against Deonna Purrazzo. I think it will be a tremendous match. Even if Deonna Purrazzo goes to AEW Dynamite and challenges takes on like a Tay Conte or something and defeats Tay Conte, and then Britt Baker gets involved and they have a face-to-face showdown. That's just whatever it takes. Let's get the match done. Like Scott Dameron Tony Khan, come on, let's do it. Let's get it done. Let's get the contract. You got the working agreement. One thing though, they got the working agreement, but I'm a little nervous about what's going on because Don Callis, who actually orchestrated this whole working agreement with Kenny Omega, is no longer with Impact Wrestling. So he was like the connection between Impact Wrestling and AEW. That connection is gone now. Don Callis is just strictly 100% AEW. Tony Khan said Don Callis is going to be AEW for a number of years. He's now full-time manager for Kenny Omega, and he's full-time AEW, no more Impact Wrestling. So I'm just a little concerned that maybe this forbidden door is going to shut a little bit because Don Callis is no longer the bridge between both the companies, so to speak. So hopefully the forbidden door doesn't close. I know Kenny Omega is still the champion. I hope Kenny Omega, when he drops the title, most likely going to beat the Moose. Although Moose, I don't know, his contract is up in the air. I'm not sure what's going on with his contract. But whoever he drops the title to, I think he's going to drop it at Slammiversary. I hope that's not the end. I hope the door doesn't shut between Impact Wrestling and AEW. Because right now, I think it's just the Good Brothers showing up on Dynamite and Kenny Omega showing up on Impact Wrestling. We haven't seen really any other wrestlers getting involved with this cross-promotional rivalry. But hopefully the door's not going to close after Slammiversary. But I issued a warning to Impact Wrestling. I issued a warning on my show, Shooting Up North Impact Lounge. I said, this relationship is not going to last forever. That's why Impact Wrestling needs to bring in some younger talent that they could develop, who can be the face of Impact Wrestling, who could be Impact Wrestling stars 2 or 3 years from now. But they haven't done that. But nonetheless, hopefully the door's not going to close, because I really want. I'm getting off the topic, but I really wanted to see Britt Baker, AEW Women's Champion, against Deonna Purrazzo, Impact Wrestling Knockouts Champion, in a title versus title match, champion versus champion match. Hopefully they can get that done. Okay, Billy Corgan. Billy Corgan was being interviewed by Bussin' Open Radio, and he says that he would love Braun Strowman to join the NWA. He says he would love Braun Strowman to join the AWA. It says Billy Corgan wants former WWE star to join NWA, and he's talking about Braun Strowman. Who wouldn't want Braun Strowman to join their promotion? I'm sure the CEO, his name escapes me, of Ring of Honor, would love Braun Strowman to join Ring of Honor. I'm sure Scott Dameron would love Braun Strowman to join Impact Wrestling. I'm sure Tony Khan is still doing his cartwheels around his office, knowing that Braun Strowman will be showing up probably at All Out, because I personally think he's going to show up at AEW. But what if Billy Corgan opens up the vault? What if Billy Corgan opens up the vault and says, Braun, we're trying to build the NWA. I want to make you the focal point, the face of the NWA. We'll put you against Nick Aldis. We're going to put the title on you, and you're going to be our champion for a year or two. And I'm gonna open the vault, and I'm gonna pay you a ton of money. What if he does that? You think that's a challenge that Braun Strowman might want to undertake, might want to take? It's possible. It's possible. Is it likely? I don't think it's likely. I think Strowman is going to wind up ultimately ending up in AEW. But what if Billy Corgan, he he dips into his. What if Billy Corgan dips into his Smashing Pumpkins money and says, "You know what? I'm making a hell of a lot of money. Siamese Dream. I'm still making a ton of money off that off that album. So I'm gonna dip into my Smashing Pumpkins money, and I'm gonna offer you a huge contract. And I want you to be the face of NWA. I have big plans for the NWA, and you're gonna be the face of the NWA. Could that be a challenge that Braun Strowman would want to take it? I don't know. I don't know. It's possible. It's possible. But as I said, unlikely, but it's anything's possible. But then again, I don't really know what's going through Braun Strowman's head. So maybe it could be. Maybe it could be very possible. Maybe it could be very, very possible. But he's indicating he's putting out the feelers there, saying that he's interested. Braun Strowman. He also praised Ruby Riott. Says Ruby Riott, I think, is a very, very bright, has a very, very bright future. And Lana, he goes, holy crap, how do you let her out the door? Yes, I mean, I've seen Lana in person, just behind the scenes, a truly beautiful woman, marketable to the nines, has worked very, very hard, as best I can see, both in the public and what I know behind the scenes to really improve. I don't know how you let her go. Quote from Billy Corgan, but there you go. He mentioned three names, so it's obvious he's mentioned three. He's interested in three wrestlers: Braun Strowman, Ruby Riott, and Lana. I definitely could see Ruby Riott ending up in the NWA. I could see her going there. I could see her having some great matches with Thunder Rosa, with Camille, with Serena Deeb. I could see her going there and having some great matches. That's a possibility. But I think Braun Strowman will be a long shot for the NWA. But then again, Smashing Pumpkins money. You never know. You never know. You never know. You never know what challenges Braun Strowman would want to take. Well, maybe Braun Strowman would think I could go to AEW, but I won't be the top guy there. I'll be one of the top guys, and but if I go to the NWA and with that Smashing Pumpkin money, I'd be the face of the promotion, and I know the promotion. Billy Corgan has big plans, so maybe I want to give that a try. Who knows? We'll see. Again, anything is possible. Anything is possible. And last but not least, I'm going to wrap it up after this one. MLW News. They have signed Mil Muertes, so they're calling King Muertes, to a multi-year deal. PW Insider, Major League Wrestling has signed King Muertes to a multi-year deal. The deal, which was signed this week, will extend the heavyweight luchador's reign of destruction in MLW for the foreseeable future. The Masked Man has an 80% win percentage. He lost one match. I believe it was one match. Was it one or two matches? I think, whatever. But anyway, he says he has a 80% winning percentage and is one of the top ranked pound for pound luchadors in the world. So great signing there. Big fan of King Muertes. Watched a number of matches in MLW, and I watched him in Lucha Underground as well. Very, very talented. He's a monster of a wrestler, and it was great signing there for MLW that they locked up King Muertes for a number of years, and I could definitely see King Muertes as a future MLW heavyweight champion. Still would love to see King Muertes against Jacob Fatu 1-on-1 for the MLW heavyweight championship. I think that would be amazing, and I'm sure we'll eventually see it down the road. All right. And on that note, I'm going to say thank you so much for listening to me today. I'm Lewis Carlin. This is the Alliance Pro Wrestling Network podcast. And until next time, thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye. And stay safe, everyone. So long. Bye-bye.